Hello, people of the internet. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, happy Wednesday to you all. Hope you're enjoying your week so far. Let's play a little bit of catch up. I was very busy yesterday, and we had a couple releases yesterday. So let's get around to them. This is a very exciting one for people who have, pardon the bedhead. For those people who have been following the K-pop news over the past couple of years, will know that there have been two notorious cases between like idol versus company. In fact, there's actually a third one ongoing at the moment, but one of two actually, that came to a very fruitful end was Omegax. They are now free from the shackles of Spire Entertainment, in which I'd like to say congratulations to them. Obligatory, up yours to Spire Entertainment. Yes, everybody join me. Up yours. But Omegax are back. They are under a brand new company, and this is, if I remember correctly, their first proper studio comeback after moving companies, and that is a tremendously exciting time because as a Luna fan, as an Orbit myself, it's a tough time going through just like that weird administrative limbo, and to see, a group come out at the end of it successful on the high horse, it's a great time to be alive. So let's check out Omegax's brand new title track, Junk Food, one time. DJ, how's the intro? Now, Omegax aren't a group that I particularly listen to all that often. I think the last song of theirs that we listened to, apart from their little special single they dropped right at the end of their Spire Entertainment term, was Play Dumb, their title track from last year. Was that last year or 2 years ago? I can't remember, but they're a group that I don't really know all that well. Especially the members and things like that. Like musically, I really don't know what they're gonna have. And new company, new beginnings. It's a great excuse as any for a group to really start experimenting around their sound again. So I'm curious to see where they go from here. So check it out one time. Oh, a little industrial sounding. Heavy and crunchy, I can get on board with that. Get melodic with it one time. Get even more melodic with it, okay. Oh, this is such a long build. Where's it gonna go? I love how gradual that build going through the chorus is. It's not like the build stops at the chorus, it keeps going. That's very cool. I also like that it does have that kind of industrial feeling to it in terms of the sound, but it's not heavy. This pre-chorus also is very cool. It's so long. And that kind of like haunting siren sound to fill the instrumental track, I think adds that kind of like urban industrial sound signature the song has. Oh, Oh, get tasty with the chords one time. Hold on. Oh, it's like they've taken that final chorus drop and made it even heavier than it was before. Oh, and there was a little bit of noise at the end there too. Very interesting. Yeah, it's for a sound of this nature, it's very balanced. It's not too heavy in one direction. You get plenty of the vocals, you get plenty of the rap, you get plenty of the sections of the song where dance can be applied here and there, and it's for a sound that is very, clingy. It's very crunchy. It should be very heavy. It doesn't come across as that, and it kind of stylistically reminds me of P1's Back Down, P1 Harmony's Back Down from the end of last year, but with the kind of heaviness taken down a notch. And I quite like that about it. There's a certain liveliness to it that junk food has that happens because that heavy industrial sound doesn't come across as heavy as I think it could have. And that's very interesting. I also like the amount of both vocal and rap we got throughout the song because it really, typically, pop songs, you have second verse is the rap and that's kind of it. Especially in K-pop, that seems to be the common recipe when it comes to compositions. But junk food kind of scatters around and mixes it everywhere, which keeps the song flowing really fresh, I feel like. Because they throw in a little bit of rap where if you kind of know your pop formulas, it normally wouldn't appear. And because of it, your ears kind of perk up at the fact that it's a little bit different. And then we're back to square one with the melodic vocal top line. And it's like, the song flows very nicely. It keeps you engaged with it. But also, that very lengthy pre-chorus that this song has. Like, let's go back to it, if I can find it in one go. I think this might be the end of the verse. Here we go. It's the fact that that pre-chorus, they cut it halfway through. It almost makes it feel like that itself was just that pre-chorus, and what's coming next should be the chorus. But what they're doing is they're slowly building up the energy, and then they're cutting it off, like siphoning it off, dropping it back down, and then continuing that ascent up towards the full release. So by adding that little hiccup in the middle, it makes the riser feel longer, but it also feels like it's doing a lot more because you have that drop down. And it's like if you what's a good way of explaining it? It's like instead of lining up everything end to end, you're stacking it so there's a little bit of overlap. And because of it, and that's where the full release comes in. And once that full release does come in, it brings back that, industrial clunkiness to it. It adds a little siren effect in the background, and it really adds this kind of whole, late night urban vibe, but also brings back the intensity that kind of drops out when that pre-chorus comes around. Very smart, very smart. I love a song that's really well composed or very smartly composed, and Junk Fu for me is one of those where it's every single key decision that's being made in the composition side of things is done with a purpose and is executed really well. So I commend the music team on it. They've done a good job with it. And of course, it's just a feel-good story, isn't it? A group that's been put through the ringer when it comes to their careers. And they haven't been around for a very long time. But they got dealt a horrific hand up until their freedom from Spire, and to see that they're back and they're back producing music, and Honestly, it looks like they're enjoying it. I mean, this is just an MV. We see through the live station stuff, but it looks like they're enjoying their new lease on life, and I love seeing that. So, congratulations, Omegax. Welcome back. Hopefully, your careers continue on without any more road bumps. But that is it for me today. Thank you all for watching along with me. Hopefully, you enjoyed it as much as I did. One last request from me today. Let's work together as a community to bring a little bit of extra happiness back into the world, whether it be checking with your friends and family, holding the door open for somebody, or even picking up a piece of trash off the street. Just one small act of kindness may brighten up someone else's day to day. And know that wherever you are in the world, should you ever be going through a tough time in your life, for whatever reason it may be, even though I'm just some guy on the internet who waffles about music in his free time, know that I will always be a friend, an ally, shoulder to lean on whenever you need me. So take care of yourselves, take care of each other, spread love, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.